Low effort video today. I'm fucking hungover and I'm bored on a Saturday. So I figured today I'm gonna rank some black metal bands and show off how cult I am and how many weird ass logos I actually know what band it is. Yeah, let's just dive right into it. You know, grab your vodka and let's do this. Spilled on myself. All right, what do we got here? What do we got today? Gorgoroth. You know, this band, I really like the first three, and then it falls off severely. Like as soon as Gaul gets involved, I don't like it as much. It's not horrible, but if you average their discography, they fall right into a solid B. What is this? Zuz Manuk? Skip that one. This is Svest. It's an acronym of some kind, SVEST. I've only listened to their album Urfaust, but it's awesome. So we'll just, we'll put them right at A. Oh, and I've also listened to the split they did with Deathspell Omega, also awesome. So I know only a little bit about their body of work, but we're going to call it a solid A. Why are these cut off? This sucks. Abyssic Hate. What did they make again? Let's look this up quick. Okay, we got the trusty Metal Archives up now. Oh, this... Okay, yeah, I've heard this. This is an Australian band. Australian guy. Yeah, this is a good one. As you can see, that's his only full length. He's got some other demos and shit. Compilations. I'll put him right with Gorgoroth. It's a solid... depressive, suicidal black metal album. It's good. Abigor. Solid A. Abigor's pretty fucking cool. They're another band I don't really know their entire discography, but the stuff I've heard I like. Falkenbach. I'm going to piss people off pretty fast here. I never got into the Viking thing as much as like the DSBM and the Super Satan-y shit. I don't know why. That's just always been my preference. Yeah, I don't know. The Viking shit just feels a little corny, or not for me. I'm not Scandinavian, so I don't think I'm the target audience here. God, I wish these had the full band titles. Like, I know what these are. I can figure it out, but it's frustrating here. Anyway, Necromantia. These guys are from Greece, and they have one album in particular called Scarlet Witching Black that is fucking cool, really unique. If you've never heard it, they did not use guitars on the album. They used tuned up basses, and it just has a really unique, weird sound, and I like it a lot. They also did a split with Verathorn. Everlasting Sins Leads to Dark Arts or something like that. I don't know. I think that's it. Really good split, classic in black metal. Now I have to give them a B overall because I don't think they're in that upper tier of what I look for in black metal. They're not bad though, by any means. Okay, skip. Don't know what this is. Tak. He's an A guy. Really solid discography. Swedish guy. Or is he Norwegian? I don't know. Don't fucking yell at me. I don't know. I'm so hungover, guys. I wanted to make a video, but I didn't want to try. Tak is good. Let's leave it at that. I can't pronounce any of his album titles, but he's never really made a shitty one, and there's some recent controversy where he drew a swastika on himself on stage or some shit like that, and all right, whatever. It's not cool to be a Nazi, but I still like his music. And speaking of that, Peste Noir. I want to put them in A, but I can't because they, in my opinion, do not have a consistent discography. Their debut album, and it's a long French title, like Sonny des Cycles or some, I don't know, I'm saying it horribly, I'm sure, is amazing. It's one of the best black metal records out there. But then they've done shit like their second to most recent one that's just a steaming pile of shit. And on top of that, the singer in particular has strong hate group affiliations, and I don't let it affect my judgment of their music, but they're definitely shitty people making this music. Destroyer 666. I kind of got to do the same thing to them. Well, okay, I'm gonna put them here, but this is completely personal opinion. Their albums are very solid, but that's my problem. Is they're just solid. So Unleash the Beast, is that what it is? Unleash the Beast. Let's look them up quick, so I don't slaughter these titles. Unchain the Wolves. It wasn't even fucking close. That's really good. Phoenix Rising is my favorite. That one's incredible. And Cold Steel's okay. Some of the rape lyrics are kind of cringy in my opinion. And I've never heard these two. And that's why they fall to a B. Is they're okay. I've never heard anything from Destroyer that just blows my mind and puts it into the best tier of black metal out there. But you're not going to be upset listening to them ever. God, two more I don't know. We're going to have to go back and figure this out. I'll pause the video at the end and we'll get all these. All right, Emperor, the Mighty Emperor. Everyone knows Emperor. They're not an S for me, man. I know this is going to hit this point of like, well, who is an S? There will be some. So with Emperor, I love Anthems to the Welcome at Dusk. I think that's an incredible album. God, you know what? Let's do it. They've never released a bad album. I love the Wrath of the Tyrant stuff, and I love the early versions of all the songs that are in the Nightside Eclipse, which was their debut. I think they mixed it a little keyboard heavy for my taste, but that's still a classic album. I'm not trying to talk shit about that one. And then they came out with Anthems to the Welcome at Dusk, and that album's all-time black metal classic. It's probably the album that got me into black metal. And then the two that people shit on, the IX Equilibrium and Prometheus, those are good. I think if you don't like those, you are an elitist snob. So they're moving up to S because I can't really think of a flaw with Emperor. And Grand Belial's Key. Another racist band. They really don't like Jewish people. But I fucking love their music. And again, this is no ranking based on their character. I am just saying. Judeo Beast Assassination is a bitchin' album. You can't, if it bugs you, I mean, you can't tell what he's saying half the time anyway, so just tune it out. The last one they did before they broke up, Kosherat, is that one's all right. And if it weren't for that one, they'd be S. They have a very small body of work, but what's out there is all really great. Forgotten Tomb, Italian DSBM. I never really got into these guys. Let's look it up quick. They've got the one album that has the chick dead in the bathtub. What? What? Oh. Okay. Oh wow, they got a lot more albums than I thought. This is the only one I've ever heard. Songs to Leave, and I don't think it's actually that good. It's not bad. I guess, and it seems like I should listen to some of these other ones. Alright, you know what? It's not fair to rank them if I haven't listened to all of it. So we'll keep moving on. Panopticon. One-man project from my home country, US and A. I really like half his stuff. In fact, you wait right there. Let me show you guys something. I got Kentucky right here. And this album's a weird mix of like bluegrass and black metal. And not done in like a nice cohesive way. It's like there's a black metal song and then a bluegrass song, and it's really, really strange. And I also have Autumn Eternal on the way to my house right now. In fact, it might get here today. And that's an amazing, incredible album. And his newest one was pretty good. There's just other ones in there that aren't great to me, and a lot like Gorgoroth. If you average the discography, I have to put it at like B. Alright, let's move along. Unanimated. Very similar to Destroyer 666. Like, there's nothing wrong with this band. But they only have, like, they have 2 albums I really like. I forget what they're both called. Let's... Unanimated. Jesus Christ. Okay. Ancient God of Evil, I own on vinyl. Killer album. And this one right after that, or that might not be the one I'm thinking of. I think it's this one. This one's pretty good too. But as a whole, their body of work, they're like a B band. I don't have a ton to say about them. Wolves in the Throne Room. Easy A. Possibly S. Wolves in the Throne Room is so fucking good. I think the only reason I can't put them in S is like it's super Burzum worship, super Ulver worship, but it's all really, really good. Beketh Nexamu. I don't know. What do you say about those guys? It's good. Doesn't really stand out to me in any particular way. It's fine. Just move right along. Don't know this. The mighty, almighty Venom. Let's piss a bunch of people off. Let's be real about this band. They've got Welcome to Hell and black metal, which are super, super influential for obvious reasons. I really appreciate what they did at the time. But other than that, their albums are average to bad. And the amount of live bullshit they have pushed on people since their heyday, frankly, just kind of pisses me off. Venom's good albums are good, but then there's the rest of it. And similarly, these next guys, Absu is like that. I fucking love Tara. So does everyone else on planet Earth. It's a masterpiece. And then there's the rest of their discography. And it's okay. You know, it's nothing great, nothing to write home about. Proscriptor's a great drummer, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think he's written enough great stuff to move up into these higher tiers. What is this? Silencer? What does their logo look like? Hey. Oh man, these fucking guys. I'm sorry. I hate the vocals on this album. I don't think they're tortured, and uh, go look them up quick if you've never heard this. It's fun. Death Pierce Me. This is a divisive record, and there's all this lore around the singer Natram that he's actually insane, and uh, I don't know, like anyone can record their friend wailing like a lunatic. It's not cool wailing. It's not like weakling. It's obnoxious. I don't know, man. I could never get into them. And there's other DSBM I like a lot more. Samael. They're like a B or a C. I don't know. They have a lot of solid albums, so we'll put them in B. Like Worship Hymn's great, Blood Ritual's good. What's the one I'm forgetting? Ceremony of Opposites. That's the one. Those are all good. Passage is good. I've never listened to any of their recent output, but these reviews aren't bad. Solid B. Dimmu Burger. I can't in good conscience put them in a D. I never really liked Dimmu. It's like the pop version of black metal, you know? If we're being serious, like it's still extreme music. I'm not saying they're soft, but I like my black metal raw and unproduced, and these guys have a lot of symphonic element and a lot of production value, and it's a different thing than what I like. All right, Sweden's Watain. Let's go B again. I fucking love Casus Luciferi, and I really like Lawless Darkness. The rest of it I'm not huge on. It's another one of those cases where if you just average it all, it's a B. Is this over? Oh shit, this isn't Wolves in the Throne Room. This is... Dude, I'm a moron. God, we're gonna have to go back and figure some of this shit out. Alright, is this Ulver? No, they just go typeface. Alright, skip that. Don't know that. Never actually listened to enough Carpathian Forest to say anything. I know I'm a dick. Hexen. I do know them. I have one of their albums. They're alright. I think, to me, they're on the lower end of alright. The only one I've ever heard is by the blessing of Satan. I own this one, and it's good. We'll just put them in C. We gotta move faster here. This is gonna be like a long ass video if I don't get moving. What is this? Burzum? Is this the mighty Burzum? Burzum. They would be an S if it weren't for all the retarded dungeon Sith he's doing lately. I really love the Burzum self-titled, Detsamangamvar, Hivest Lyset, Philosophum. Those are all classics. You know, let's do this. If you only take the black metal portion of his discography, he gets an S. Windir, easy S. I know I was kind of shitting on the Viking side with Falkenbach, but Windir does it for me. And all four of their full lengths were great. Sargeist, I don't know how you're supposed to say it. Meh. I like them fine. Hades. I own one of their albums. I've only heard two of theirs. They're both good. They're somewhere in this B-C range. We'll go C just because I forget they exist all the time. Marduk. Ooh, let's rustle some jimmies. Let's. No, I can't do that. They're solid too. Opus Nocturne is awesome. Behemoth's a hard rank because their discography is not all black metal. The only album of theirs I truly love is The Satanist, and they have a lot of other ones I like Zoskaya, Cultus, and Evangelion, and they've got other good ones, but we'll stick them here with Limbonic Art. I never got into Limbonic Art. Couldn't do their style. All right, Summoning. I am one of the Summoning nerds. Love this fucking band. I have most of their stuff on vinyl. Missing a few. They are not super easy to acquire right now. I really love everything they do. Even that first one, Lugboers, that's not their epic style. That's a good album. It's not what you're looking for when you look for Summoning, but it's good. All right, Mutilation. I would love to put them higher, but I can't. In fact, they probably are more like here. So Mutilation is two French guys from that French Legion of Death or whatever, Black Legion with Vlad Tepes and Belketro and some other bands. I fucking love Vampires of Imperial Blood or whatever. I also like the one with Suffer the Gestalt on it. Mutilation. There is two eyes in it. Yeah, Vampires of Black Imperial Blood and Remains of a Ruin, Dead Cursed Soul, I both really like. And the rest of these don't do it as much for me. This is one of those, their production is so horrible. It is complete ass. And that's kind of what I love about it. It's a weird fucking sound. They're really fun. Check out Mutilation. I wish I could put them higher, but I mean, it sounds like they suck ass at their instruments. Like they're good in the way like a shitty horror movie's good. I'm gonna zoom out one here. All right, Hellhammer. Dude, even there's a revisionist history going on with this band. Like, even Tom Warrior will tell you they sucked. What they were doing was cool, and I respect the effort to be this weird group like this in, was it Switzerland at that time? I mean, that's cool, but their albums suck. I mean, seriously, these guys don't know how to play their instruments yet. I picked up their stuff. I have one on vinyl and one, I think I have Satanic Rites or whatever on cassette, just to have them as a collector. But I never throw them on. I just don't think these albums are very good. So yeah, I'll just move on before I piss people off. All right, Ballsack, also known as Gris. Yeah, I'll put them up here. They're great. I can't pronounce any of their album names, but they create atmospheric, depressive black metal, and they're from Canada, and they just fucking slay it. They've got one album. Oh, here, I'll just pull it up so you know which one. This Il Etai un Foret. Actually, no, wait, it's this one. No, it's not this one. It is the one I said. This one. This is one of my favorite black metal albums of all time. So definitely check them out. It's tempting to put them all the way up, but I don't think they've done enough or been around enough for me to justify it. Rotting Christ from Greece. They great band. I respect them a lot. They have a lot of really solid albums. Maybe I have to put them up here just because of how many good albums they've made. Yeah, let's do it. They've got so many really good ones. that Theogonia, Non Servium's good. Triarchy of the Lost Lovers is excellent. Um, what's the big one I'm forgetting? Thy Mighty Contract. Yeah, they've got a lot of great ones. I got to put them up there. Primordial from Ireland. Them two, they're just ridiculously solid. I only own one of their records on vinyl, and that's kind of a sin. It's the one everyone owns. To the Nameless Dead. Fantastic album. And they really went on a tear here, like from A Journey's End to really present. God, I might have to move them up. Why don't I listen to more Primordial? I don't know. They're really good. Inquisition. Oh my god. Inquisition is one of my current favorite black metal bands. They've got some crazy Hypnotoad vocals going on. The vocals are an acquired taste for sure. But once you get the taste, this band, oh my god, so good. The only criticism I could maybe send their way is that all the albums are kind of samey. But if you do that, if you're a one-trick pony and you do that one trick really, really well, I'll keep coming to see you. Necrophobic. They're more death metal than black metal, but they've always been solid. Maybe A, not quite there. If some of the other bands aren't A, I can't put them up there. They got some great albums. That's all I'll really say. I won't elaborate. Nagura Bunjit, I really, really like. In fact, I'm going to put them at A just because of the sheer creativity in their sound. They incorporate a lot of interesting elements and great atmosphere. And in a similar vein... Oh, God damn it. Hold on. Ruins of Beverast is a very similar thing. They might even be S, man. This is my list. Fuck you, I'm putting them there. I love everything this band has been doing. It's the brainchild of this one guy with a German name, Mendel Lyle or something. And they have made so many cool albums that all sound different. The only one I could say is... There's only two that I would call straight up black metal. And that's the first two, Unlock the Shrine and Reign Among the Impure. But the ones after that are also... They're fantastic. They really are. If you never listened to Ruins of Beverast, go do so. All these ones in S, you should be listening to if you are a fan of black metal. Oh, and the Mighty Immortal, they straight to S. Immortal is one of my favorites of the second wave. In my opinion, they've never made a bad album. I mean, like, sure, Blizzard Beast is okay, and I'm forgetting the one. There's another one that's only okay, but most of their albums are like A+. At the Heart of Winter is amazing. One of my favorite black metal records ever. Sons of Northern Darkness, awesome. Yeah. Thorns. What can you say about a band that only made one album? We'll put them at B. Now, that one album, this is the guy that was in the car when Varg killed Euronymous. And he went to jail, but he released this right before or during, I don't remember. And it's like industrial black metal. And it's fucking good. But that's all he made, so I can't expand on this. Life Lover. Yeah, they're alright. I really respect some of the experimentation they do, but they've never found their way into my regular rotation. Keep moving. Dark Space. Oh my god, Dark Space. Another group. Go listen to that shit. Like today. It's cosmic space horror, lo-fi black metal. Super cool. Even their demos are cool. Yeah, I don't know what to say about it. Listen to it. Treasure it. Alright, Mugwa. I don't want S to get too crowded, but this is one of my favorite modern day black metal bands producing material. Love the drummer, Dark Side. Love all the shit he does in the cymbals. I just like the sound they've got. I just think they're making some really solid stuff right now. The only reason I would maybe go down to A is just because they're so new. You know, it's hard to say what they're going to do next. Agalloch, easy S. They're what I like to call polite black metal. Black metal my wife will listen to. It's got strong folk elements and it's kind of slower and prettier, but oh my god, they do it well. Oh man. Pale Folklore and obviously the Mantle and the one right after that. I don't know why I'm spacing the name because for a long time I would tell people it's better than the Mantle. Then I decided to stop being a hipster. But anyway, those 3 albums are fucking S tier on by themselves, and Agalloch's never really made anything bad. Sarcophago, love to put them at S, but I can't because they have Inri, and that's really all anyone likes. There's that one that came after, but it's not like raw black metal as much. And they also had an EP before Inri that was really good. So they get the A nod, and they're just, for being first wave, they're incredibly brutal. And yeah, good band from Brazil. Seor, I've never listened to enough to say anything. So we'll keep moving to Leviathan. Easy A. Probably my favorite DSBM group guy. Never made anything bad. Obviously 10th Sublevel Suicide's great, but then there was the one right after that that gets slept on sometimes. It's like horror, something with horror. Let's find it. United States, black metal, Tentacles of Horror. That one's great. And then his most recent one, Scar-Sighted, was very good. Yeah, he gets an easy A. Urfaust. Oh shit, this isn't Burzum, man. Fuck. I keep doing that. Alright, Urfaust. They're kind of a big up-and-comer here. Oh, and I'm thinking of something else. Urfaust is a strange-ass band from, I want to say, Denmark. And I'll put it at B because I appreciate how fucking weird it is. But this is like definitely an experimental end. And I don't have anything intelligent to say. They're a strange-ass group. I like everything I've heard. Can't run around recommending it as like the best black metal over here. So okay. Forgotten Woods, I think, is this. Let's double check the logo before I fuck this up. Yep. Alright, they're fine. I believe this is... wait. No, I'm thinking of something else. I'm fucking up again. I want to re-listen their stuff before I rank them. I don't want to come off as an idiot. I already have, but I don't want to be a poser idiot. Let's go to the next one I know pretty well. Moon Sorrow. They're great. Everyone likes them. They're fun. They've got one album. Oh, I fucked up again. This is Moon Sorrow. No, they need to be here. YOLO. I have these first up to Have a Titty. All on vinyl. And I listen to them regularly. I love this shit. I don't usually like folk Viking metal, as I've said twice already in this video. But this one, this band is so good. Something about them, I don't know. It makes me feel badass. I've been meaning to listen to their new one for a while and just keep slipping off the list because I listen to so much shit. I'll check it out soon. Paysage. This is actually one of the guys from Dark Space, I am 90% sure. And if you have not been listening to Paysage, you don't understand black metal. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in my S. I really respect what this guy's doing. It's super lo-fi. It admittedly was not my thing at first. I tried listening to the self-titled demo on a plane, and I've learned that anything you listen to on a plane, you're gonna fucking hate. I listened to it again at home and realized it's awesome. And then I went and bought most of their albums, and they technically only have one full length, but their demos are basically full lengths. So their demos like Crystal and Isa is great, and I think it's Steine. I don't know how you say it. It's German. Their self-titled demo are all fantastic. Definitely check those guys out. Ooh, ooh. Weakling. I know they only made one thing, but it's probably my favorite black metal album of all time. And let me show you something else here. Boom! Bammo! Some of you might know what you're looking at, and some of you might not. Look at that shit. Look at that. There's some lore behind this vinyl that they went and buried them all over California, which I don't think ended up is actually true, but this was their one and only album, and the vinyl of this is, you know, I won't say how much I got this for, but I recently had a person offer me $800 for it. So there you go. This is probably the rarest vinyl I own. Incredible album. If you have not listened to Dead as Dreams, I don't even know why you're watching my video. Go do it. Go listen to it today. It's so good. Okay. Enough jizzing about Weakling. The Mighty Dark Throne. Yeah. Fuck. This is such a hard one. They only played black metal for like 3 albums, you know? But they're just too legendary. They were in on the ground floor of this second wave shit, and the 3 that are pure black metal, well, 4, Panzerfaust is black metal. Their core 4 that are black metal. So starting at A Blaze in the Northern Sky and ending at Panzerfaust, all of those are great. All of those are incredible. The middle of these guys' discography gets a little funky because they start experimenting with like crust punk and shit, and I mean they basically make whatever album they want to, which I can respect. But I'm all about the black metal part of their discography. We'll put them up there though because they're fucking sweet. All right, Lord Belial. I've only heard the one. Lord Belial. Yeah, Enter the Moonlight Gate. This is a phenomenal album. I'll put them at A just for that. I wish I could say more about the rest of these. So maybe that's unfair. That's where it's going. Okay. Ooh, Lunar Aurora. They're an interesting batch here. German group, and I really like I think I like everything they've done. Another atmospheric, experimental kind of group. You got to be in the right mood to like their shit, or to even want to listen to it, even if you do like it. But oh man, they're good. All right, hopefully this scrolling is probably getting annoying. Let's zoom out one more. All right, Alcest, featuring Niche from Peste Noire. I really like them, man. I know it's kind of in the shoegazy, like pretty, pussy, if you will, black metal style. I like it. I really like it. Escaille de la Lune is awesome. That first EP did, Les Secrets, pretty good. The one where the kid's like playing a flute or doing coke, I don't know, whatever. I forget what it's called. That one's good. Also, it's just a really solid group, and they've been making good shit. Kodama, that newest one, Spiritual Instinct or something. Goku Ultra Instinct, I don't know. All right, Niflheim. Love to put them higher, but I can't. They've got that first, I think it's a self-titled. These are the so-called Metal Brothers or whatever from Sweden. Yeah, the self-titled's incredible. And I have also listened to the Servants of Lucifer or Servants of Darkness album. No, wait, sorry, it is the Envoys of Lucifer. This was actually pretty good too. I was surprised how good this was. But I can't put them higher than a B. That self-titled album's a classic, and then everything else is very middle of the road. All right, Bathory, easy peasy. Just one of the legends of this genre. He only made one shitty album called Octagon, and everything else is worth checking out. The early stuff is really solid black metal, and the later stuff is really solid Viking shit. I will admit to you guys, I don't like Hammerheart as much as everyone else on planet Earth. That's not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I don't completely jizz my pants over it like every other guy in all these bands. Alright, let's keep moving. Dissection, easy, yes. They only made 2 full lengths, and no, I take that back. They made 3. Rhine Chaos is, I forget it even exists. It's not bad, but compared to the 2 everyone remembers, Somberlane and Storm of the Lightsbane, not that good. Those 2 I just mentioned, fucking all-time classics. You guys want to see something else cool? Let's do this quick. I spend a lot of money on records. So we got the Somberlane, original press, original artwork. And then we got Storm of the Lightsbane. Okay, each one of these in my hands. If you put these together, they're worth 1 human child, most likely, in some countries. So now I've got probably about $1,000 of vinyl sitting on this table, but all-time classics, love them. I probably will do a separate dissection video someday. Cradle of Filth. I don't like it. I'm gonna move these guys down here too. It's similar reasons to Dimmu. I don't like the produced style where, you know, it's like in punk rock. Like, I want my punk rock guys to be dirty, scuzzy squatters who are trying to never sell albums. I mean, if you want to sell albums, be Metallica. And I don't know. My elitism's showing. Satyricon. Sorry if this pisses anyone off. Love Dark Medieval Times. Love Nemesis Divina. The one in between those 2, Shadow Throne, pretty good. The whole rest of the discography, not a big fan. So similar to Gorgoroth, it's just going to fall right into B. All right, we're moving along here. Over. Tough to rank. I mean, a lot of their shit's not black metal. We'll put them here. The first album, Bergtot, and the third album, Nocturne's Madrigal, are... and then actually, I like some of the stuff after that. Perdition City and that one with the long-ass title that's all about, like, poems. Those are good. It's not black metal, but it's good, so we'll leave them in A. Deafheaven, this is tough to rank because I have not listened to a lot of their shit. I guess I have to leave it. I know who Deafheaven is. I've listened to Sunbather a bunch of times, and I do like it. I'm on the like it camp. I haven't listened to any of their other shit, so I'm not going to rank them. Don't know this. Sacramentum. We'll go B. Yeah, I don't have a ton to say. Okay. Dawn. I've only listened to the one everyone likes. Slaughter Sun. That's a fantastic album. So we'll just throw them in B. Tormentor. This is on the way today too. I've got a copy of Anno Domini showing up with Autumn Aurora from Panopticon. I'd put them higher because Anno Domini is the only one I really like. So they fall into B. All right, let's keep going. I know Borknagar, but I have not. I'm not as huge on these guys as everyone else. I'm just gonna start rushing. Have a Crew New. Fantastic. They're actually not my cup of tea, but I respect them. Bluthaus Nord, fucking love. Yeah, they've got some shit like the Mord album, and so, some of those 777s aren't really great, but I cannot get over Ultima Thule and all three Memoria Vetustas, Work that Transforms God, Hallucinogen, all these overpower everything else. So good, so interesting of an artist. Psy, I want to go S. I can't justify it. It's too out there they don't fit in with these black metal legends. But they are really, really good. Psy is very experimental. Their first album is probably the only one you could call like straight up black metal, and even that one has its experimental moments. But then they've gone and done a bunch of other cool shit. I'm spacing out the album names, so we'll do another when we go there. Yeah, Scorn Defeat's awesome. Hail Horror Hail is really good. Imaginary Sonescape is incredible. They have, fucking Meg White on the drums, but other than that, I love it. Gallows Gallery, Hangman's Hymn are awesome. Insomnophobia is awesome. I would love to put them in S, but so much of this shit is avant-garde. It just doesn't fit in with the S tier. Maybe that's a stupid reason. I don't care. Mayhem, I know it makes no sense they're not in the S tier. If you really look at their discography, it's not that good. They're more just the notorious legends that started, or were, the biggest name in the second wave. Death Crush is sweet. De Mysteries, Dom Satanas is sweet. And then there's the rest, which is a whole bunch of B and C shit. So, they can't be S. Oh, and then the mighty Deathspell Omega. Good God. One of my favorite black metal bands. Crazy, experimental. The only bad album's the first one. After that, they really hit their stride and just started doing crazy-ass shit. And even their EPs, I think that their EPs are some of their best shit. You really can't go wrong with Deathspell. And if you never listened to them, how did you even make it this far in the video? Alright, so that just leaves us with these mystery bands. I'm going to do a little magic time-lapse here, and we're going to see what we can see. Okay, Google Lens gave me a hit. Here we go. This is Furia. Polish group. I love these guys. I couldn't read it. Their albums are hard to come by. They're another group that's experimental, weird, and highly underrated in my opinion. If you've never looked into Furia, go do it. I don't know how to pronounce any of their albums, but they're good. I like the first two. Keep fucking doing this. Furia. This Martwa, Polska Jesslin, and Grudzian Zagrugel, and these first two, and I think I've listened to No Cell, are really, really good. Okay, let's do it again. Time lapse. Oh man, reverse Google image search is cool. Okay. This is Arcanum from Sweden. They're fine. I really like the one. It's 11 of some letter I don't know. Forgive my ignorance. Oh, but it's got like a crazy wolf on the cover. That's a good one. And the one called Kampfar is pretty good. They're kind of like folky, interesting. Yeah. All right, this one is Caladan Brood, who only have one album I've heard, but it's amazing. They've got like an epic style, long songs, sort of summoning worship, you could argue, but I think just as good. And then this is Krallis, and I really like some of their albums, but they're kind of a one-trick pony to me, and I'm kind of sick of the trick. So, yeah, that's that on them. It's hipster black metal for sure. Ooh, I recognize this one on my own now. This is Enslaved, and that is an S. They've done a lot of really... For how many albums they have, the consistency and quality is absolutely insane. If you're really into, second wave black metal, you probably want to stick to like the first three, like Hordane's Land EP, Vikings Vikildi or whatever the fuck, and Frost. And then it gets a little. They start going a more progressive direction, and but it's still really good. If only if you're like a purist, or you're not gonna like it. Okay, two more I can probably place. This is Cold World from Germany. They did an album called Melancholy I liked a lot. They had a couple others. Cold World. Yeah, Melancholy Squared. Ooh. Never heard Autumn. But on the strength of Melancholy... Let's put him here. And, you know what, Deafheaven, I thought about it. We'll just put him here. B is my catch-all. And this is Melachesh from Israel, I think. I gotta put them here. They're about equivalent with like Hades and shit for me. I liked what I heard, but it's nothing to write home about. Okay, this is Naglfar, which is one of the guys ended up going to become Ruins of Beverast. Yeah, they're good. They've got one called like Virus West or something, I think. Naglfar. Yeah, Virus West is sweet. Looking at this review average, I should probably listen to these other two, huh? Very good, though. Everything I heard I liked with them. They'd go higher, but I'm not familiar enough. Okay, this one that's too low-res to read is Vinterland. Very familiar with them. Gotta show off one more vinyl. I bought this for like $100, and I thought that was a fucking steal, because this was a rare album at the time. And... it just got repressed, so now you can go get it for like $30. So I encourage you to do so, and with the original album art. They only have that full length, and it's amazing. So by default, they get to be in the A category. Okay, this last one might be Nocturnal Mortem. Let's just pretend that it is. Nocturnal Mortem's an easy A. Incredible stuff. Lunar Poetry's sweet demo. Goat Horn's a good album. Voice of Steel, awesome. And there's never been a better time to listen to them. Support Ukraine, and you support Ukrainian artists. Nocturnal Mortem. If that's not your logo, I'm sorry. I got an excuse to talk of them. This one's Bethlehem. Bethlehem's great. So the rest of these, I either was unable to find what it is, or I haven't listened to it enough to feel comfortable ranking it. I've always been aware of this band and Carpathian Forest and Forgotten Woods, and I just haven't dived into it enough to put anything that matters here. So, nothing was going to be E. I wouldn't be talking about this genre if there was shit I really, really hated in the best bands list. But yeah, I mean, let's have a drink, let's chill out, and wrap up this long ass video. Okay, so your S tier, I mean, pretty much your usual suspects, you know, Emperor, duh, Windear, duh, Burzum, Summoning, Inquisition, Immortal, Dissection, Bathory. These are bands you'd expect to see. Maybe some of these, like Weakling, are a little higher than other people would have them. Your A tier gets a little more quirky, but these are bands that are just fucking solid. And if you look into any single one of them, you are not going to be upset with your decision. And then B is a little more middle of the road. You know, bands with inconsistent discographies, or they were consistent, they were just consistently average. And then when you start getting down into here, you're going to get into more divisive stuff of, yeah, you know, discographies that are all over the place, or bands that just, you know, some people love and some people really just don't like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the point of this was. I wanted to make a video. It's been a while. I'm fucking feeling pretty good now. Had some hair of the dog. got to talk about black metal for like fucking 40 minutes or whatever this ends up being. Um, I don't know. I might. I don't even know why I bother talking about future videos. I'm so inconsistent. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. And I'll see you soon.